Hey guys, how's it going? Good morning. I want to apologize for all the talking head videos. It's all it is. I'll be getting out for some adventures pretty soon, but it's raining pretty hard right now, and I'm just so busy answering this stuff, trying to hammer everything out. But anyways, it's all good. Riding out the storm with all this stuff, and just wanted to let everybody know real quick, kind of just checking in with everyone. This channel is pretty much dedicated to just trying to get more people to eat fruits and vegetables. We're not trying to really create any kind of cult movement. I don't want any followers and I don't want any believers. Some of the things that follow certain people get so cultish. I don't want that in my life. I was just telling Krista how sometimes I feel like I should just be a preacher and just tell everybody how much God loves you and love it back, and then all your problems will be solved. Okay, so sometimes I dream about being a preacher where, you know, you can come to my church, we can talk about God, and if you hate it, then you don't come to the church, and if you do. So the food thing, everybody gets so charged up, but I understand the nature of human consciousness. The human consciousness of the ego mind loves to take sides. It loves to have opinions. It loves to do what I'm doing right now and be on a soapbox. But really what I'm trying to do is to give a bigger, broader picture. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing this or able to do it because of the way that the spiritual energy is working right now. Basically, it's not up to me anymore. This is all spontaneous. Like the karma of the seeds that I've planted before are going to continue to unfold. But I myself am doing everything I can. It's hard to explain this, but I don't want to plant any more seeds or build any more karma or any more propensities for myself in the future, because I am looking for that infinite space of the infinite self with a capital S. So as a personal person, as a Dan McDonald, I am more of a spiritual type dude than a raw food dude. But I feel like, raw foods is really fun for me, and it's a propensity from the past. If I could stop it all now and not be a raw foodist, I probably would be, because of the craziness. But any field of human endeavor has the craziness because of the way that we don't have as much spiritual sophistication on this planet as would be really cool. So I'm not saying I'm more spiritually sophisticated, but I'm just saying that the information that's been presented to me as a spiritual type person allows me to do this type of diet stuff and not take any of it seriously whatsoever. Because I am here as a spontaneous unfolding of the universe, and tomorrow I'll be gone. And I'm not personally attached or detached to any of it. So I just think it's really cool. Really what I do is observe phenomenon. So this whole YouTube thing, the best of raw thing, the fruit thing, the vegetable thing, it's all a spontaneous unfolding of the universe using me. Now, of course, am I egoless? Not in my opinion, I am not. There is an ego here, and it gets a little bit worked up when there's negative or weird comments, and it gets a little bit excited when there's praises. But not so much. I don't sway either way. Personally, it'd be nice to just have enough money to pay our bills, get a massage, and that'd be good enough with me. You know, so, you know, I'm just trying to give a little context here, because there's so much more to life than the food and the air. Like, okay, if you really want to succeed in life, learn more about the spiritual stuff. And then allow consciousness to expand in you. And then you'll be able to use any food to support your beingness. You know what I'm saying? Because your infinite self, in other words, the spiritual light inside of you, does not need to eat. The protoplasm needs to eat. So we do these little fun things like raw foods to enhance the functionability of cells. On one level, raw foods is the king. On another level, I won't say above or below it, but on a different level, from a different context of consciousness, food is the stupidest thing you could ever think of. Because you can't tell someone in an African tribe who lives off meat and the blood of a cow to just be a fruitarian or a raw foodist. They're going to look at you and be like, what the hell are you talking about, you know? They can't do it because they don't have access to that. So in America, we have access to so much more that we can do a lot of different things that in other parts of the world, they don't really have the karma to do that. So they're going to look at you like you're an idiot. You know, so being a raw food in certain places is the dumbest thing that they've ever heard of. So everything has to be put into its context. And I'm kind of pumped up and I'm really enjoying this right now because there is way more to life than I'm ever going to be able to share on this channel. There's way more to raw foods than I'm ever going to be able to share in 27 lifetimes. What I'm dedicated to as a little Danny boy and a little Krista over there is, hey, let's get everyone to eat more fruits and vegetables. I don't want it to be a fruit and vegetable religion. I don't care about superfoods. That's cool. I feel like there's a time for superfoods. Hey, baby, there's a time for meat. And I'll tell you what, if you were starving to death in the middle of the jungle and you were going into a coma because you were dying of starvation, and the little guy that was the shaman of the tribe that's 95 years old brought you a piece of meat to eat so that you could stay alive, no one can tell me they wouldn't eat it because it'd be going against every single protoplasmic rule. You're not going to go, oh, I can't eat that. I'm a vegan. You know, so you got to put everything into perspective and you just play the game. If you feel like fruit and vegetables is good for you, then you need to do that for yourself. I have the personal belief that the majority of my diet is nothing but fruits and vegetables, and I'm thriving. I mean, I can't even tell you how good I feel all the time. I eat a little bit of nuts, but I'm not anti anything. Why? Because in the spiritual domain, okay, let's put it this way, I'll sum it up, okay? God isn't anti-anything. Now, there's going to be certain religious people that are going to be up in arms about that. But you got to think, God is everything, so why would it be against itself? It's not. If you think that God is some dude up there who's looking down at us and keeping track of all of our things that we're doing, then you're going to probably believe that God believes in this and God hates this. But, you know, God isn't anti-anything. I learned that from one of the most intelligent, sophisticated spiritual teachers that I know. Okay? So, I'm going to keep on doing raw foods, and I have a very strong belief system, but it isn't absolute, that fruits and vegetables are really good for the human organism. I also believe that the high consumption and feeding ourselves with those foods would be really good for the planet and the ecology as well. But if everyone was a raw vegan, would that solve the problems of the world? No, because look at the raw vegans now. Beating each other up. I'm more right than you are. I have the proper rules, and my book is more better than your book is, and the way I see it is better than you. They're fighting amongst themselves. I don't want to fight with anybody. I'll tell you the truth. There isn't one raw vegan teacher out there that I don't respect. There isn't one raw food teacher out there that I haven't learned something from. Okay? And I don't have anything against any of them. I love them all, and I'm not even going to mention any names. They might not like me, but I can dig it. Doesn't bother me, because I like everyone. I can't think of anything. I can't think of one single human being who I have any single thing against right now whatsoever, due to the nature of the expansion of consciousness and the belief that God isn't anti-anything, and the belief that deep down inside, the source of this life is God. And so I'm just going to continue to go inwards towards that and try to eliminate any obstructions to enlightenment possible. So if this is a little bit deep, it's all good, baby, because I'm just having a good time. I was happy to share this with you. Be at peace.